Hello and welcome to a fresh playthrough of Monkey Island 2 LeChuck's Revenge Special Edition. I'm super excited to come back. I've been really busy lately, so this is way later than I wanted to do this playthrough, and I got partway into it before, right after finishing up Monkey Island 1, but things happened. I got lazy. I didn't want to spend my free time doing creative work, even though I enjoy it. So I took some time off from my hobby, my barely hobby, and now I'm excited to be back and do this for real. At the time of recording, Monkey Island 3, or the new Monkey Island 3, Return to Monkey Island, comes out in a week-ish. So I'm going to try to get through as much of the rest of the games as possible before that happens. And of course, they're not immensely long, but it's just a matter of how long it takes me to figure them out, and how long I actually have to do that. So we're going to go as far as we can. Of course, at minimum, we would want to get done with this one because the new game will pick up after this one, and the other three won't matter to the canon of Return to Monkey Island. But ideally, I would like to get done with as much as I can. So I have a vague idea at this point, because I've already tried to do this playthrough before. I have a vague idea of the beginning steps that we need to do as we're playing through solving puzzles. But beyond that, I just remember snippets of things out of context from like 2013 or whenever I must have played this for the first time on the PS3. So I am excited to get back to it, to experience it somewhat fresh, and yeah, that's all I can think of to say. So let's dive in before I ramble some more. Start a new game.
Well, Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
So, to just about the end of Part 1, the Largo Embargo. It's about as far as I got when I tried to do this like a couple months ago. So, I have a decent idea of what to do. It's rather recent in my memory, so we're going to try to wing it. Goal is to get through this game with no guide, no help of any kind. Just figure it out based on what we're given. The general rule of thumb is if we pick up whatever we can everywhere and we go everywhere, eventually we will get to the bottom of whatever puzzle is stopping us. Alright, so if I look in my inventory, we can see that I've got a bunch of riches. I'm very successful after the end of The Secret of Monkey Island, the first game, where me being Guybrush Threepwood, Guybrush offed the ghost pirate LeChuck. Of course, this game is called LeChuck's Revenge, so we're not sure how long he's going to stay offed. But he's very successful and flush with cash right now. And we're going to see what happens, how far that will get him as we start this adventure.
Where do you think you're going, Fancy Pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
I don't pay for nothing. I'm a pirate.
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Please!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who keeps up the law and maintains order?
I'm the only law on this island.
Whoa!
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night.
Wish there were some police around on this pirate island.
Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo Lugre.
So that's Largo.
Tough town.
The
I guess I should have got those
titular
traveler's
Largo
checks.
from the Largo embargo. Alright, so now if we open our inventory again, we have nothing. Excellent. So the way we play this is, it's mostly point and click, so I'm just going to mouse around most of the time. If I hold both of my left and right mouse buttons, then I'm really bad at it for some reason. I'm holding them both down, and as you can see there, I am highlighting this sign over here. But what that does is it highlights all of the interactable objects that are on the screen. Also, we are going to compare real quick to the classic mode. So this is the updated graphics of this remake, and now you can see that everything is very heavily remastered. Now, Lucasfilm Games, which became LucasArts, standardized this point-and-click adventure command system here. This is how it used to look. You would choose how you want to interact with an object. This is your inventory over here. Mine is empty. The default command is walk to, and then you would just click around. As you can hear, we have some basic music. It sounds very old and not very complex. With these remakes, they've reorchestrated all the music, so it fits. It has the same general melody, has the same spirit, but you can tell it is some higher quality. It's got real instruments that don't sound electronic. So right here with this sign, which is the only interactable right now, I can go look at it, or I can try to pick it
Welcome
up.
to
But we
Woodtip.
can't always
No
do everything.
treasure hunting zone.
We can't always do everything that it says, but we can try all those things. Sometimes he might just say, I can't move this, or whatever. So you can try everything. And there's no fail states, which is also something nice. You can never end up completely out of luck and having to reload your save or anything in these games, which is very nice. It's nice to have that security and have the freedom to experiment, make mistakes, and never have it be the end of the world or anything. It really adds to the charm and comfort of these games. I'm going to try to pick up this sign.
Oops, I think I broke the sign.
So it turns out that the shovel was actually an interactable object on its own. They didn't want to make it that obvious, so I tried to pick it up, broke off the shovel. But now I've got the shovel. Alright, so we're just going to start getting the lay of the land here. We'll go in our first room. We gotta talk to people, we gotta pick up whatever objects we can, and we gotta figure out what to do with those objects. And we will make it through this game.
Nice peg leg.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Can I take it?
Get your hands away from there.
No.
It says Woody.
That's me.
We might as well talk to Woody, the woodsmith. The wood-tick
Yeah.
woodsmith. What's the problem? with that
What's the
Largo?
problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh.
Originally, there was no voice acting, but we have it turned on in this remake so that we get the voice acting even in classic mode.
Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
And we gotta ask him the obligatory question.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it.
What a cute little stool.
It's adjusted to my height.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me.
Pounds and pounds of nails.
I need all of them.
Comfortable looking chair.
It's not for sale.
Guess we've had our fill of wood for now.
The Bloody Lip Bar and Grill. Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below.
Here we go to the Bloody Lip. He's getting that cup nice and clean. Oh yeah.
Nice. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is. Make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand. You there!
Like everybody's thinking the same thing.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose. That's all I have. Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
He is a real, he's really something.
It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. It's a metronome.
See what this looks like. No. You can barely see that metronome. You can barely see the spit on this wall, too. I guess we would have seen the cutscene to know it was there, though. A funny sound effect for the squeak of the cleaning the glass.
I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced.
Hey, hired help only.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book.
That's
Tell you
true.
what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Who is this Kate person?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize.
Kate
Tough as
Capsize.
steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder.
Same.
Don't get on her bad
Oh,
side.
yeah.
I saw your sign outside. What's the job?
Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down. I hired a new cook just this morning, but if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
Every joke in these games is smartly written, even if it doesn't make you cackle.
Is that job available yet?
Sorry, that guy I hired is doing just fine so far.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya. Largo's been here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. I mean, my, sister once had.
Yeah. Bed, maps on the wall, pile of paper.
It's a pile of blank paper.
Take some? Hey, we did. We got shovel and paper.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally. Wally B. Feed. At your service.
I have some questions about Scab Island.
Why? Thinking about moving here?
Actually, I'm trying to get off it as soon as possible.
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Stuck here, nobody can come in, nobody's leaving. It's a true embargo.
Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
Wally's tough. Don't let his luck fool you.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Anytime.
Swamp Rot Inn. I'll have to go see, but it doesn't sound good.
Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you, I'm heavily armed.
Don't shoot. I was just asking.
Well, that's a dangerous question. I've been researching Big Whoop for years. There are a lot of people who'd like to get their hands on my files.
Well, can I see them?
Can I see your files?
Actually, there's not anything in them. I haven't
Oh, man.
really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
Oh, them? Yeah, I know about them. Of course.
Well, well. Guess you don't need me then.
Hi, Wally.
Oh, hello, Mr. Brush.
Could you tell me about the men who buried Big Whoop?
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote, deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Elaine is significant because that's our maybe love interest. She's from the first game. She was the governor of Melee Island. And she was just at the very beginning of this game.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Where are they now?
Well, I don't even know their names. I'd go look them up at the Fat City Library if it weren't for this stupid Largo embargo. Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
So maybe the Fat City Library is somewhere we're gonna want to go. Fat City.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. Only sissies use maps.
Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Sorry, cartographer joke.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
I'm sure they are. Well, goodbye.
Okie dokie.
Guybrush is kind of that guy who acts like you're the weird one, but he went and made you uncomfortable to begin with. It's my favorite kind of guy to meet in real life. And I attract them. Alright, what do we got here? Got a rat. Got some guys who resemble the guys who had a rat in the first game on Melee Island.
Not responsible for lost buttons or hooks. No, we don't clean leather. Not responsible for stains left on clothing.
Laundry guy.
What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean, clean, clean.
You can tell this is the same voice actor as the shopkeeper from the first game. I think.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes as clean as they can be.
Alright.
I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
About ketchup.
Would you be able to get out ketchup?
Get out, catch up. What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Alteration.
Do you do alterations here?
Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve.
I'm sorry. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
Mom threw it out when she cleaned my room.
What? You beat your mom with a broom? You should treat her better than that.
That's true. And I will say something that I should say to quite a few people in my everyday life, but I don't.
Oops. I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Feels good. You know at some point we're gonna need this bucket. Let's try to get it.
Leave that alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well, no.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Well, there we go. Now we got a bucket. Men of low moral fiber, otherwise known as pirates.
Excuse me?
What is it?
So it is that group of guys from the first game. They look different this time, though.
Remember me? I'm Guybrush.
We have a little bit different of an art
Do
style.
we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right. Performing.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
So Fat Island is nearby. I would wager that Fat City, where we already thought we might need to go, is on Fat Island.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on
Okay.
sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Ooh. Ooh. So Drinky Island may be where Big Whoop is. Now, what Wally said, that somebody had said that it was Inky Island. But he didn't believe that because there's no Inky Island. I'm not gonna give away my intentions, although I know it really wouldn't matter.
Big whoop! Did you find anything?
Not exactly.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed,
Sounds like
we were
Stan.
taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
What? What is it? What did he say? Tell me already.
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists.
That is
In our
true.
current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
Yeah, as my world changes, I also sit and do nothing. So. Makes sense.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation, so to speak.
Right, right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But,
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Stupidity?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcaphobia.
Sounds more like workophobia to me.
Oh,
Say
got him.
what you will, we're not coming down.
Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to work anymore, boys. Ding, ding.
Is that your rat?
Yes, we call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Give me money for the polish.
Okay.
We've got 1 coin.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Yeah, well. As if they're that fun to be around, you know?
Nice.
It's a nice little box here. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can't interact with the rat.
It's sparkly clean. It's sparkly clean.
No ticket, no laundry.
Alright, guess we're gonna go and we got one more place to visit, the ship. There's a Swamp Rot Inn, is that what it's called? There's a rope holding an alligator.
Oh, isn't that cute? Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full. Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there.
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
Oh, Largo's got this room.
Nice.
Be with you in a second.
It's like you're busy. So I can interact with the book, the guest registry, the rope.
And it's securely fastened. It's tied to the post. And it's securely fastened.
Okay. Well, we know I've got the task of going and getting some polish for that guy's peg leg. We'll go try to do that.
Yeah?
Could I buy some wood polish?
That's 1 piece of 8. Anything else?
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
If only I could use this stuff on my lines.
Thanks. Here's a piece of 8 for your trouble.
We got one more piece of 8.
That wouldn't be wise.
I can't steal his peg leg, unfortunately. Alright. Now, something I do remember from before that it took me a while to figure out is that we have more places to go than just this. Now, we've been everywhere in Woodtick, if this area is Woodtick. So, we can go back the way we came. Here's Guybrush. There's Woodtick. There's a beach. That's where we came from originally. There's a swamp. Cemetery. And peninsula. Alright. Alright, so in an effort to keep these segments way shorter than the Monkey Island 1 segments ended up being, I think we will call it here for episode 1 of Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge. Next time we'll continue to get the lay of the land, and maybe we'll start figuring out if we can actually make a voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time that you spend watching me play this comfort game of mine. I just finished a very long playthrough of Persona 5 Royal, and I enjoyed it, but it left me feeling emo at the end. And so it's nice to get to play this game and do a nice little comforting romp in a game that I remember loving, but don't actually remember how it goes all the way. So, thank you for being here. I enjoy playing this. I hope you enjoy watching it, and we'll see you next time in Monkey Island 2.